Hi, it's Andy Lockwood from Lockwood College Consulting, and today I want to talk to you about how to successfully appeal a stingy financial aid award without a gun. It is the end of March, and the financial aid offers are starting to roll in from most schools, perhaps not all schools, and some parents are very happy, and some parents are a little sad about their financial aid awards. So what I thought I would do for the next minute is give you a quick tip that is actually in my book, and it's also in my workshops on how you could possibly improve your crappy financial aid offer. The first thing that I want to share with you is this is advice that the experts do not give out. In fact, I was watching something on, I think it was Matt Lauer, and he had a couple of different, two different college experts. One was an admissions guy. The other one was Jean Chatsky. I can't remember her last name. She's a personal financial consulting person. She's not necessarily a college specialist. She did not recommend this strategy, but I'm going to recommend it to you because I've seen it work. So it's up to you to decide whose ideas are better. All right, here's the deal. This is a strategy that a woman who went to one of our workshops a couple of years ago, she used, and she was able to get $19,000 more from George Washington University. If you get, and it seems to work out this way, if you get the worst award from your most desirable school, so if let's say you've got 3 or 4 awards from different competing schools, and this usually works better if the schools are competing, meaning they're vying for the same candidates. So what that means is, in this woman's example, it was Syracuse versus George Washington, not Princeton compared to Big Al's Air Conditioning Lyceum. You follow me? They have to be schools that want the same kids. If you say to that school that under awarded you, you say, look, first, I really appreciate your offer. You want to be nice. You get more flies with honey than vinegar. One of my least favorite sayings, because who wants more flies? But I digress. If you are looking, if you're going to be nice about it, you'll do better. So thank you very much for your generous award. Young Jacqueline is very excited about attending your fine institution. However, we're not going to be able to float it. It's not affordable for us. By the same token, we got a very healthy award, substantially more from Syracuse University. If there's any way at all possible that you could come close to meeting or possibly even exceeding that amount, then 100% we promise you that Jacqueline is coming to your school. So let me tell you make a couple of comments on that. That's the basis of it. First of all, make sure you're sending to a person in the financial aid office, and I would send it by hard copy, perhaps even FedExing it to make sure it gets opened. I would send an email, I would fax it, and then I would follow up with a phone call a couple days later. I'll do all those things to make sure they get it. That's the first thing. The second thing is, again, you want to be very respectful. You are not negotiating with the schools. You are appealing. My feeling is that a lot of financial aid officers think they're on the Supreme Court or something. They're above the crass, mercenary aspect of negotiating. They want to hear your appeal. So that's my second tip. And you need to, at this point, you need to resell your son or your daughter to the school. Jacqueline's very excited to go there because blah blah blah. She's very interested in photography or architecture, and you have the finest program, and she'd be a real credit. Her grades and scores would be would be a credit to your community, so on and so forth. By the way, why does this work? I'm not gonna represent you that this works 100% of the time, but why does this work 70-75% of the time? Because the schools care about a specific ratio of the amount of people that they admit compared to the amount of people who actually matriculate, who actually show up for classes. That's called the yield. Why do they care about their yield? Because it helps them with their rankings and all those silly, like U.S. News and World Reports and FISCs and all those types of places. But also there's a real financial incentive. When a school goes to float bonds, to raise money to build the latest athletic facility or to build another dorm or something, they get their credit rated by S&P or Moody's or one of those credit rating agencies. The better their credit, the better terms they get on their bonds that they float, and a big component of their credit is the yield. So that shows how desirable the school is. So that's why they have incentive to, if they hear from you that this is your first choice, then they're gonna open up on their eyes. If you follow that up with a visit and you shake hands with the financial aid office, that might help also. I would also CC someone in the admission, whoever admitted your student. If that letter was signed, I would CC that person. And if your child is looking to participate in a particular program or a major where the department head or something like that, I would CC that person also. So you might be sending this same letter to 2 or 3 different people. I think that's important. And I already mentioned you need to follow up. Please make sure you follow up. Other than that, I wish you the best of luck. If you want any more tips, visit my website, andylockwood.com. Thank you for watching.